We often think of a strategy as a shiny object that will get us to a new horizon, that will get us better results, that will get us better clients. I submit to you to focus on one thing as your social capital and simplicity. Yes, today we're going to talk about strategies. Today we're going to talk about simplicity, and today we're going to talk about how to simplify your business 100%. So, and it really when we talk about social selling and social strategy and business strategy, is really important to keep in mind a couple one thing that is important in 2024. If we want to make sales, we have to have strong social capital. So hello everybody, happy Saturday. Let me check my tag, making sure that I am indeed live. So let me know where you're watching me from. Hello IG, hello YouTube, hello LinkedIn. Let me know where you're watching me from. Um, all right, all right. Like, how's your Saturday going so far? Also, as you are joining me live, if you know what social capital is, drop it in a chat. We started, yeah, like yesterday we were talking about the sales strategy and what is important to understand. If people don't pay attention, they don't pay you money. We often hear in our spaces like if people pay money, pay attention, but as also goes vice versa. If people do not pay attention, they don't see your content, they don't see you, they don't invest. So the greatest value, the strongest currency in this market, and especially after we transition from 2020, this is human attention. This is access, this is your access, this is your marketing. Feel like this is what is going to move the needle for your business. I don't care if you are at multi six figures, if you are a seven-figure entrepreneur. Social capital is essential. And yesterday we were talking about that you can build your social capital either in person through building relationships. And if you don't have strong social capital in person, you build that social capital online. And the best of both worlds is actually combining two of those together, combining your social capital in person, relationship marketing, relationship building, and online. Today, I would like to really talk about creating that social capital, creating that simple strategy online so you can get more sales, you can get more eyes on your offer. So when it comes to your strategy, it should be simple, it should be replicable, and it should be documented. Let me say it again. Your strategy should be simple, should be replicable. In other words, it should be easy to execute, it should be easy to replicate and document it, because at some point, if you're not already, you will have a team, you will have other people helping you with your business. And if your team members don't understand the strategy because it is very complicated, don't understand the processes, like you don't have your SOPs, standard procedures of operations, then it's gonna be really, really hard for them to help you with that strategy. So simplicity, it should be replicable and it should be documented. Also, when you are deploying a new strategy, it is important to understand the season of the business you are in and your priority right now. And your priority right now. Listen, we're about 5 minutes in. Like, if you're joining me live, I don't see how many people watch on LinkedIn. Drop hello, say hello in the chat, tell me where you're watching me from. And also, if throughout this live stream you have a question, ask your question, because why I encourage you to engage with each other on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube, because when people see your face, when people see your meaningful comment, when people see you online, they will connect with you, right? This is this is one of the foundation of your social selling. And in fact, if you don't pay attention to the comments. We're going to talk about comment section in this live stream in a second, but this is your chance to really put yourself out there, to really put your business out there, to really put your name out there. So, uh, all right. So let's talk about the first thing. When you are deploying strategy, it's important to understand the priority and and the season of the business you're in right now, because um, seven-figure strategy, it's maybe a really, really good strategy, but if you are in the wrong season of your business, that strategy will destroy your business. And this is yesterday was we started talking about how to diagnose your business or the season of your business you're in. If you are under 250K in your business in revenue, or if your business is making less than 250K per year in revenue, uh, you are in the growth season. If you are between 250K to 500K, half million, you are in like standardization period, where, like you doubling down on what is working, and this is where you actually start implementing and putting in place mechanisms for you to scale your business, because growth and scale is not the same thing, right? And you can like a lot of entrepreneurs so eager to jump into this into scale mode prematurely, and it really hurts their business in the long run. And also, like at your after $1 million like in your business, it's really like going higher, going to the next level, and scaling, right? So let's talk about what is important for each season of the business. So if you are from 0 to 250K in your business, your focus is direct sales, or like selling as many offers as possible. So listen, I don't see some of your comments. I see Yolanda, happy Saturday. I see Coach Lee, hello. Okay, LinkedIn woke up. All right, LinkedIn woke up. All right, so 0 to 250K, it's your direct sales, making sales. Listen, there's this misconception, and this is where a lot of business owners are killing themselves with complicated funnels. And let's chat about email marketing, right? Like, is it important to build email list? Is it important to build email list? Yes, it is important to build email list. Hello, Kevin, and I see you on YouTube. It is important to build your email list. Absolutely, 100%. But also, what I want you to understand, your email list is your legacy. That is something that you will leverage in your sales process, in your sales cycle. However, email list does not equal always sales, right? And if you are in a growth period, right, when your priority is selling as many offers as possibly can, and when I say offers, like you should really have one offer, right? Like in your growth season, listen, until you are at least, like $500,000 or $1 million in your business, you have no business thinking about like, well, how do I diversify my offers, right? Like it's really important to like standardize your business, right? Making as many sales as possible, then standardize that procedure. This is your leverage in your business, and then you can start thinking about offer suite, right? And at least listen, don't like if your customers don't ask for anything new, if your clients don't ask for anything new, if uh don't create complexity on the front end. On the back end, listen, on the back end, you can sell how many offers you want, right? Like people already knew ethos, people already working with you. On the back end, it's a different story. On the front end, one front end center offer, one front end center audience, one front end center marketing. And listen, uh, I'm not saying that you should stop building your email list. And actually, my dear friend yesterday reached out to me and said, hey, like my LinkedIn got deactivated or like something weird was going on with the LinkedIn. Yes, we don't own social media, and this is why we need this is why we need email lists so we can reconnect with other community. We can um, guide people to our offers and create that like offline community with our email list 100%. But don't like, this is why it is important when we were talking about social capital, creating those seasons in your content. Because listen, when we're talking about like no matter if you're selling, if you are in a growth season or in your standardization or you're scaling, uh when it comes to your social capital, when it comes to your social capital, people who come to your ethos, and by the way, you should add 20 people a day, like if you can, like grow your network by 20 people a day, new people into your network. And if you're doing it right, if you're constantly adding people to your network, so your audience, your people are going to be in three main phases. Like they're going to be either problem unaware, and this is something that you probably heard as a customer journey, right? And the level of awareness of your customers, they're probably going to be problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. So, I my one of my mentors really simplified it into three categories: problem aware, and solution aware. Because when people are solution aware, which is you are the solution, like then they become aware of your product, what you're offering, and they become most aware that like is it yes or is it a no, right? So, and like, how do you like the problem with social capital? And social capital is when people pay attention. People don't pay attention to your client because you're posting your content in the wrong level of awareness. In the wrong level of awareness, and especially if your goal is to make as many sales, you absolutely should consider the level of awareness. What problem you are solving for them, you should know your problem really, really well. What do they think they like the problem is? They may not be aware of the problem. So there's a level of discomfort, and they're simply not aware of that. So, and also, how do you cultivate know, like, and trust? Uh, Community events. And listen, um, when I work with my clients, when I coach my clients, and what worked really, really well for me, what worked really, really, really well for for many of my customers actually, is separating your content by content seasons, seeding, prodding when you check in with your audience where they're at, and selling. And seeding is when you help to diagnose their problem. Uh, Prodding is when you ask for engagement either in a poll or you engage back with your audience. And selling, and arguably I prefer really easy, not complicated funnel for sales. And I use live streams. Live streams are extremely powerful. Live events when people live with you, like they're extremely powerful. And based on where you are in the season of your business, I think live streams like they can be like really, really life changer. Like they are for me, they are for my clients. For example, Donovan, when he was doing one of his launches, people literally, and listen, I can't promise that it will happen to you because you might have different audience, but his audience was so ready and so like tight that they bought his offer on his second live stream. Like right after live stream, somebody ask him for services and say, hey, like, can I work with you? So, and your live streams, like they really broken like the way I do it, I break it down into 9 live streams for 3 weeks. And like I really hone in and guide people through stages of awareness. And also this is where you cultivate community, this is where you cultivate attention, this is where you cultivate your social capital. And also with live streams, listen, let's be honest, I don't know, like let me know in the chat, do you have time to create content all the time? I do not. Listen, it may seem like that I am online all of the time and I'm posting all the time, but the reality is I am repurposing. And Yolanda yesterday said, we had a chat, and Yolanda said, like, Alyssa, you are repurposing like everything. Yeah, because I do not have time to create new content. Like, I simply do not have time. I only have 24 hours. And like, I do not have time constantly create content, and I decide to run my business in a very lean way. I decide to run my business in a lean way. We go lean and mean. So let me check the comments. I love to do live streams. I do them at least 3 times a week. Well, okay. Most of my clients come from live streams. Yes, yes, absolutely. Listen, I adapted this methodology from one of my from one of my mentors, and like this is also this is where we create community. We create chat, we create community. It can be audio room. Listen, if we talk about LinkedIn, it can be audio room as well. And if you have the right people in the room, and it can work. But why I love video live streams, because you can repurpose them. It can you can describe like descript your live stream and make an email. You can repurpose your live stream into shorter clips, and really like when you do live stream, right? Even in your live stream, you guide people from the level of awareness. Like if you paid attention, how I normally start my live streams, I start with the with the problem unaware. So, and not necessarily for that, not necessarily for the problem that I'm solving in general, but for that topic. For example, a lot of business owners are unaware of social capital, because what we're talking about here is to creating massive social capital. If you do not have social capital, you do not have sales. And social capital is builds through relationship building. Social capital builds through, like, again, showing your face online, going live, doing live streams. And my live streams are very, very strategic. Like each week is dedicated to each level of awareness. Like that, this this is a simple strategy. And like why I prefer this way over webinars, over master classes, because sometimes it is really like it is really strenuous, and it adds more complexity to have people to register. Yes, you will grow your email, and sometimes I throw master classes as well where people register and they can be in a Zoom with me, and I love those things. But getting people register is rather difficult, and it's really, really strenuous activity. Like, yes, you can tie them in your content seasons, but again, like when you market, you should show up and show out the best version of yourself. You should show full energy. But when you are collecting registrations for 3 or 4 weeks and something in that method is not working, or you don't have enough leads, you don't have enough registers. Also, people who register, they may or may not show up. So it's also, you also have to think about your replay game, right? Like it's a very, very complicated process. And again, simplicity scales, complexity kills. Simplicity scales, complexity kills. There's nothing wrong with webinars. Like, listen, any strategy works. Yesterday and the day and on Wednesday, we were talking about that it's your identity, because you can implement any strategy, but like the strategy won't work for you until you adopt that new identity, until you adapt that new identity. Listen, if you are in a season of the business where like, hey, like I need to make sales, and I would like to start doing standardization, and I really want to uncomplicate my business. Yes, I want to grow my email list. Yes, I want to grow my community. Yes, I want to create really strong funnel. I invite you to work with me. Send me a DM. I Today's Saturday, and I forgot to drop my calendar link in the chat. But like after our live stream, I will do that. You can also find the link in my bio, by the way, like everywhere on YouTube, on there's a calendar link on YouTube, by the way. So you can find it on YouTube, you can find it on Instagram, you can find it on LinkedIn. So if you want to have a conversation with me, book a call with me. And with what I do in my program, it's a private mentorship, private business mentorship. When I we focus on social selling, building your social capital, because without your social capital, you don't have sales, right? And again, deploying very simple strategy, very simple way for you to launch your offer. Because if you have an offer and you have never launched it, you like I mean, it's possible to sell without launching, right? But what I find to be truth, when you cultivate that community, again, build your social capital, it's easier to see the progress, to see the process and the progress in your business. So if it's something that you're looking for, I would like to have a conversation with you. I would like to talk to you. So let me know in the chat if you have any questions about social capital, about simple marketing strategies. Because also, by the way, like I kind of touched on the season of the business when you're from 0 to 250K in your business. When you're it's the growth season, right? Like you have no business in scaling if you're under 250K. But when it comes to your standardization, right? Like let's say you are standardizing your business. It doesn't mean that you drop your sales on the floor. Sales is the fuel for your business. If you have no sales, you have no business, right? If you have no sales, you have no business. So during standardization series, and this is why I say complexity kills and simplicity scales. When you have this easy way to market, when you go live, create community, create social capital, create attention around your offer, like you keep making sales, right? Like you keep ramping up simple marketing strategies that bring clients. And as you bring clients, you standardize your procedures. And you also like with this period, like when you're ramping to 100, 200, 250K in your business, you are testing a lot of things. You are testing a lot of marketing methodology. You're testing your messaging. You're testing what is working, what is not, and what is working and what is not working. But after that, you do analysis. And then, by the way, you should be a student of your business. You should be doing analysis of your business, what is working and what is not. So and you're standardizing, right? And when you go to a scale mode, right business model, right pricing strategy. Because like when you are beyond like 500K, you probably have really strong following, you probably have strong community. And then depending on each circumstances, you can go high ticket, low ticket, right? High ticket, low volume, or low ticket, high volume. Because at that point, you probably have resources to hire. Also, like, what is the profit margin you want to take home from the business that you scale or that you're scaling? Is another conversation. So, all right. So, any questions? I listen, Coach Lee. I appreciate you. Like, Coach Lee hosts amazing networking events. Like, I recently been at one. Like, love his energy, love his vibe. Yolanda, thank you so much for showing up. Amber will be watching on the replay. So hello, hello on the replay, Amber. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up, for participating. I know it's Saturday, and I will see you next week. And by the way, next week is my birthday week. Next week is my birthday week, so I am still in. Coach Lee, by the way, I will be in Chicago next week. Yes, next week. I think it is the 13th. So like I know you're in Chicago area, so like hit me up or I will hit you up. So if we have the time and schedules aligns, like we should definitely grab like a I don't know a coffee or a drink, like whatever. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up, for being here, for your participation. As always, appreciate and have an amazing weekend. Bye, y'all.